What's up everyone, this is Nick here with TradeSpace. Last week I lost more than 50% of my trades and I still made money. If you're interested to see how I did it, then watch till the end of this video. I'm going to show you exactly how. So you might be asking, how can you lose more than 50% of your trades and still make money? Well, it's a little bit easier and simpler than what you actually might think. But first off, I have to start off by making a statement that a lot of people aren't really going to understand. And that is that win rate is not everything. In fact, win rate is almost meaningless. Let's just say that every time you take a coin and you flip it up in the air, it's going to land on either heads or tails. No matter how many times you flip this coin, at the end of the day, it's going to land on heads 50% of the time, and it's going to land on tails 50% of the time. So every time I flip the coin and it lands on heads, you're going to make $5. Every time it lands on tails, you're going to lose $5. Now as we flip this coin hundreds or even thousands of times, we can assume that the results will be overall 50-50. And whenever they are 50-50, we might make a little bit, we might lose a little bit, but overall, if even the little bit that we make is not worth our time and our effort doing that. So let's change the scenario up just a little bit. And this time, whenever I flip the coin and it lands on heads, I'm going to give you $10. Now, whenever I flip the coin and it lands on tails, I'm going to take $5. So you make $10 when you're right, and you lose $5 when you're wrong. Now, as we go to flip the coin, the results change. What begins to happen is that even though the coin lands on heads only about 50% of the time, you still end up making money. If you still don't believe me, then let me break it down for you. We're going to say that every time we win, we're going to make $10. Every time we lose, we're going to lose $5. But we're going to change things up just a little bit here, and instead of assuming a 50% win rate, this time we're going to say that we only have a 40% win rate. So let's do some math, and let's see if we can make money with a 40% win rate. So first off, let's do the losses. We lose 60% of the time, so we're going to 60 and multiply that by 5, and that is equal to 300. Okay, now let's look at the wins here. We're going to go 40 because we win 40% of the time. We're going to multiply that by 10, and that is going to equal 400. So this right here shows that with a 40% win rate, you can still make money in the market. Once again, showing that win rate does not matter. Alright, so I've shown you some mathematical examples. Now I'm going to show you some real life examples. Let's just say that I'm looking at this and I want to take a second entry short here. First entry, second entry here. In order to do this, and remember, we want to keep in mind that we want to have a reward at least 2 times our risk here. So what we first want to do is figure out where it is that we would like to enter. So I'm going to say that I'm going to use this bear bar here as my signal bar. I'm going to enter on a stop market order, so I'm going to enter 1 tick underneath it with the stop loss right above it here. Once I've identified where I want to enter, I need to know what my risk is. That's the most important thing. Cool thing is NinjaTrader, there's a built-in tool where you can do this really easily. And I simply put 1 point where my entry is and 1 point where my stop loss is going to be. And here you can see I have about 8.5 points of risk on this trade. So if I know that I have 8.5 points of risk, I want to have at least 17 points for a take profit order at a bare minimum, because I want to be able to make money with only a 40% win rate or less. I need at least a 17-point take profit. And from there, you can simply just measure and find out exactly where that is. Now, let's look at one more example real quick. Now, let's just say after I took this short entry, I realized that there was a new low and a trend reversal here. So we have our new low here. We begin to form a range. We know that the market cycles are changing now because of this range, so there's very possibly about to be a reversal coming up. So as I'm watching this range, I see one bottom here, one bottom here, one bottom here, so it's, you think of it as a double bottom here, or a double bottom here, or a double bottom with a micro double bottom. here. And let's just say that I wanted to take this micro double bottom trade. Well, I'm going to use my bear bar here as a signal bar, even though it's not necessarily a good signal bar. And then I want to enter one tick above its high. If I enter one tick above its high, where should my stop loss be? It should be somewhere under the range. Okay, so let's use a different tool this time for NinjaTrader, and it as our risk to reward tool. So we're going to start off by placing 1 point here where our position is going to be, and then the other one we're going to place right here underneath the range. Now this right here calculates my minimum take profit if I want to have a 40% win rate. If I have a position here and my stop loss is here, I need to have my take profit order at the green line if I want to have a 40% win rate. Now, of course, the larger the take profit is, the bigger the ratio, the less of a win rate we actually need to make money. So in conclusion, win rate doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is your risk to reward ratio. If your risk is half of what your reward is, or if your reward is twice your risk, then you only need a 40% win rate to make money. If you found this video helpful, I'd really appreciate a like and subscribe. And if you're really interested and you want to learn more, you want to be involved, then I also have a Discord channel that you can join, which I will link in the description. Thanks everyone. Hope you have a great day.